things you got to know tonight. Number one, we're all faced with choices. One guy in Florida was out on his boat and discovered a couple dozen kilos of cocaine floating in the ocean.
Oh my.
He had a choice: turn it in or try to sell it. He opted to try to sell it, hence the mugshot. Looked a little confused that he got arrested for that.
What do you mean I'm not? Finders keepers. Although, if the original owners found out he was trying to sell, there's more of a problem than that mugshot.
Yeah, look on his face like that. Number two, a cop in Nebraska never had to do this before. A large sign toppled on the highway, so what to do? Well, you drag it off the road. Nebraska State Police having some fun. They put the Ace of Base song sign under the video. He saw the sign, all right, and there you go.
What they don't teach you in the academy.
That's so true.
Boy.
Good on him. Number three, the idea was to escape from Alcatraz. This coyote swam to it. Believed to be the first time a coyote ever braved the chilly waters of the bay to swim to Alcatraz. Animal rescuers are now trying to find it to see if it's okay.
Those are shark-infested waters.
Listen, I don't know if these GPS
What
guys...
is the size of the roadrunner that forced that coyote into the water?
Unreal. All right, hopefully the little guy's all right. If the playoffs started today, the Devils would be out. But they're getting closer. They'll continue their Western Canada trip in Vancouver tomorrow. So far, so good on this trip. Couple of wins. Cody Glass had the big goal in Edmonton last night as the Devils beat one of the best teams in hockey.
Yeah, a little bit more maturity in our game. I think, we had 3 or 4 wins before this trip, and, a little bit more poise, a little bit more maturity, keeping the game a little bit more simple, but playing sound defensively.
Vancouver Friday night. Meantime, we're only a few weeks away from the return of baseball, and the Yankees locked in a key player today as they re-signed Cody Bellinger to a new 5-year contract. He's going to get paid $162 million. Bellinger was the team's top priority this offseason. He's going to be back in the Bronx this season. And Bo Bichette put on a Mets jersey for the first time today after he signed a 3-year, $126 million deal.
I guess I could say I'm going to bring it every day. I'm going to come and I'm going to compete. I'm going to give it everything I got. I'm going to work hard. I'm going to play to win. So I think that's what you can expect.
One of the new Mets for the coming season. We've got a nice day on the way, and then the weather's going to get rough this weekend. Meteorologist Dave Curran returns. He's tracking a storm as it moves closer to New Jersey. News 12 New Jersey tonight. Welcome in. I'm Kurt Sieglin. Well, the weekend storm is on everybody's mind, including meteorologist Dave Curran. Let's check your first forecast tonight. So what are you seeing a few days ahead of this?
So we know we're going to be dealing with a storm. We don't know where the storm ultimately winds up, which is going to determine who sees what neighborhood-wise as far as how much snow or where we're going to see a changeover, if we see a changeover. So there's still a lot of questions that we're still trying to iron out the details. Make sure you stay with News 12 New Jersey for all the newest computer model data that comes in. Meteorologist Mike Rizzo is going to be with you tomorrow morning with all the latest information that comes in through the overnight. So again, we are going to be on top of the storm as it continues to evolve. We are looking at a mostly cloudy sky with a few flurries in the forecast out there tonight. Temperatures are going to be seasonable, and we're looking for a fantastic day tomorrow, but all eyes obviously are going to be on the weekend, and we are going to be looking at a snowstorm in northern sections of New Jersey. If this one scenario plays out, and I don't think it is going to happen because the trend has been moving, most of the models moving it up towards the north, we're not going to be as cold as it would be to deliver an all-snow event for every neighborhood in New Jersey. This storm system is tracking closer to the coast, and that's going to have more of a marine influence, influencing how that snow eventually changes over to sleet and then freezing rain. Definitely seeing more snow north and west. The changeover is going to cut down drastically how much snow potentially collects, but if we do see that changeover, there's going to be some ice. And it all starts as snow, then we get some ice on top of that, and then the cold that rushes in behind it basically is going to keep parts of New Jersey as an ice rink for a few days. We'll talk about it in the 10-day coming up in just a little bit, Kurt.
With this weather...
We're going to need to be stocking up on some provisions as we get closer to the upcoming weekend storm. I don't think this is going to be that, go out and get the bread, milk, and, French toast kind of forecast. But there are going to be some issues as we get closer to the weekend. Do yourself a favor. Start planning ahead right now. I do not think that this is going to be a big blockbuster storm, but we are still looking at the opportunity for some significant snow north and west. Continuing to watch the model trends where it is more north and a little bit closer to the coastline. So what we're dealing with is, in the short term of the forecast, things are nice and quiet. There'll be a few flurries passing through as we go through tonight into very early tomorrow morning. Otherwise, the weather is slowly going to improve. Temperatures tonight not as cold. I mean, there were parts of New Jersey this morning that woke up with an actual air temperature below zero. Now, we're looking for a significantly warmer air mass for tonight and for tomorrow. Looking for numbers to be in the upper 20s and lower 30s tonight. We'll have afternoon high temperatures tomorrow with a favorable wind and sunshine climbing into the upper 40s and lower 50s. Tomorrow would be a great day to tidy up around the house or to do a little food shopping, just to kind of get an idea, just kind of stock up on the essentials, just because things are going to change for the upcoming weekend. And if we do see a lot of ice in central and southern sections of New Jersey, well, you're set. So, what we're doing right now is just kind of getting you ready for the upcoming potential storm. Now, as far as forecast is concerned tomorrow, it is looking lovely. We will notice a little bit more in the way of cloud coverage developing on Friday, and temperatures are dropping. So this is going to set the stage. Colder air is moving in for Friday going into Saturday. We wait on the storm system. I think the first snow arrives late Saturday night going into very early Sunday morning. Every neighborhood in New Jersey starts off as snow. The question is as the storm system gets closer and closer to New Jersey, we start to see more of a marine influence to this storm system, and that is going to gradually change that snow over to sleet and then eventually over to some freezing rain. And that's going to be the more dangerous aspect to this storm system. Obviously, more snow north and west, that's where we could be looking at some significant accumulations, but it's that mix that could be a little bit more impactful for a lot of New Jersey's in central and a lot of New Jersey neighborhoods in central and southern sections of New Jersey, because any amount of ice is going to be potentially dangerous. And again, if that ice is to accrue, it's going to stick around for quite some time. Take a look at some of these temperatures here going into Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week. A lot of neighborhoods are going to be in the single digits in the morning, and afternoon high temperatures are not even making it to 30. We'll have more details on that New Jersey forecast coming right up.